Hi. So I was going through job schedule issue and I wasted some of my time understanding why it is happening, and then I realized. So first I thought that maybe this mail is sent to us by Salesforce, like standard Salesforce mail to the package owner or something like that. But then I realized this mail is composed by us. So first I want to explain where this mail is composed. Right, and you are right. When there is a large or big import is done by our clients and the trigger is on, then we get this kind of error, because this error is sent to us by trigger. So I want to show you where this mail is composed, and I think in that case we can sorry sorry so in that case we can do these steps, and I want to discuss about these step as well. But before that I want to show where this mail is actually composed. So the thing I think what is happening, uh, and you are absolutely right. So our client is doing a big import or something like that. So and they have enabled the auto verify feature of let's say they are importing account. So they have enabled the trigger and they have also enabled automatically verify account. So that's the one case that can possible, or any of these three. Let's say they are importing contact, big import, and they have enabled the contact to verify. So in that, that's the scenario I am thinking for this mail. So let's say they are importing 10-20,000 of records. That means 200 record for each trigger, and in that case we get like around 100 batches to be called. So what is happening in the trigger, we check if the record need verification. So of course if the trigger is on, then it will try to verify using the batch. So if 20,000, let's say 20,000 record is imported, so it will create around 100 jobs, uh, 100 triggers. So trigger will be called 100 times, because each trigger is called for 200 records. Just like batch, it also works similarly. So if there is 20,000 record, it will the batch will fire with 200 record and then to the 200 record or something like that. So you see, when we try to actually call our batch, before that we have checked if asynchronous job, which is the apex job here, have like 100 record, less than 100 records. So you see in the status queued, processing, preparing, or holding. So if there is 100 record or something here in apex job that is queued, so we cannot queue another apex job. That means we cannot call our batch right here. So what we did, we send a mail, we composed a mail. Let me show you the mail we composed. So here you see in the else part, we composed a mail saying that, hello, this is to inform you that verification of addresses has to be halted due to the system overload. Organization ID this. 100 apex jobs have already been scheduled and are in the process, and we cannot schedule anymore. Please wait for few minutes and check if the job has been completed. So this one, please wait for a few minutes and job. So we can never be sure the job is cleared, like if there is a room for a new job in apex job. So that means we can call a new batch. So that's one thing. And the subject is address verification processing halted, which is sent to support at the rate 2a finish, and I think users email as well. So the logged in user. So let me see the video which uh, the status, the subject of the email we are getting.
Hey, Gaurav, but sometimes they're in my
Yeah,
system.
so you see address verification processing halted. So clearly this is our email. So let's see what you want to add. So you want to add here, if we come in the else part and we are composing this mail, so right here we can do an alternative functionality, right? We can save the info not just send the mail. Maybe we can do the new thing that you are asking. So let's go back and talk about the new. I think before that, I want to read your comments. So you are saying that we do 50 record in a batch at one time. So the reason is, let's say we are on account, so 50 account. Why we are doing only 50 accounts? That one account can have two addresses, like a billing address and shipping address. So there is total 100 addresses. So 100, it can be 100 API calls if this is an international. So that's the reason, because we cannot do more than 100 callouts in a single transaction in Apex. So we fix it at 50 so that it never fail. And the error that, if let's say there is a validation rule, and let's say we are updating 50 records, and one out of 50 is fail, then it will fail whole 50 records. So we can do something about this in normal way. Currently we can use database to update the record, and we can log a verification log with the record ID, just like you said. So let's talk about this one. uh, so you are saying we could read through all record that need to be verified. Yes. So here, when we are sending the mail, we know that which record we need to send to the batch. So we know which record need updation, and we can create the records as you explained in second part, with some little changes. I think we need the address name as well. Which address is it? Like let's say we are working with account, so we put the account ID and the address, and also the address name, like is it billing address or shipping address, something like that. So that's okay. The third the third part is which I want to discuss, and I want to ask you about it. So you said once all the record are written, so let's say they the user is importing like 20,000 or 10,000 some record. So at a time the trigger will have 200 record in trigger or new. So we have 200. So let's say we created 200 verification log records, and we cannot, we are done here. So we cannot call the smarty street or any batch here, because you know that this mail says that we are already full. So we skip the part, and that's the reason. So I am not sure when hashtag 3 like this point will happen. So it when will it call the smarty street? It should be started manually or something like that, when the apex job is clear. Sorry. Okay, so that's the thing I want to ask, and everything else is clear for me right now. That's the one thing. It's when will we restart this one? Maybe I'm not sure. We cannot just call the batch just after inserting the verification log records, because this is happening because we cannot call another batch. So let me know about it.